Well, let's now bring in Kyaw, who's the Executive Director of the Burma Human Rights Network. He's via Skype from London. Thank you very much for joining us. So we're seeing this growing protest movement in Myanmar, a lot of defiance.
Yes.
Ultimately, what are the protesters trying to achieve? Is it to return to the past agreements between the military and civilian government, or is there something else that they want to see happen now?
What the people are asking is to abolish the 2008 constitution, because this is the constitution which drafted by the military in order to maintain the power into their grip. We will never get any genuine democracy as long as the military control the power. So we want genuine democracy. We don't like that 2008 constitution. We want to abolish this 2008 constitution, and we want the federal government. You know, all the equal right for all the minorities and ethnic minorities and religious minorities.
New Zealand, so far, is the only country to be warning and
Yes.
to be seen to take action against the military. Other Western countries have condemned, of course, this coup, the UN, United Nations also, but they haven't yet taken strong measures. It's been more than a week now since this coup. What do you make of that? Are you disappointed by this lack of strong action so far from the international community?
We are constantly advocating in the international community to take serious action against the military, especially targeted sanction on economic interests of the military, such as the companies and their cronies. So it is important that the international community need to take immediate steps to take the action against the military, because if this step has been taken, the military will realize that in the long term they are going to be suffer, because they are relying on this economic their businesses and their companies on their cronies. So once these sanctions are imposed on these entities, and this is the key, for them to rely upon this. So the international community immediately take action now, and the peoples are expecting the international community, because the ASEAN countries and European Union and US and UK and people having great hope on the international community, and we urge them to stand up with the people of Burma this time.
Does the protest movement want to see Aung San Suu Kyi return as a leader? There's been a lot of criticism of her outside of Myanmar, of course, because of her lack of, what is seen as her lack of action on the Rohingya issue, on the Rohingya crisis. Do the people of Myanmar want her back in power?
A majority of people want her to lead, but there are some mixed feeling now, because as long as 2008 constitution exists, we never have any genuine democracy. So I think this is the key matter, key factor. Even Aung San Suu Kyi also want to change. So she will definitely agree with this point, and that's why everyone is asking to abolish the 2008 constitution, to finish the military rule in Burma, and to have the federal government.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kyaw, for speaking to us. Kyaw is the Executive Director of the Burma Human Rights Network, joining us there from London. Thank you very much for your time.